Jess Talks. Hello, everybody. It's Jess and Jess Talks, and this is episode 77. Episode 77. So, y'all, I am so excited about what we have in store for y'all. So, I know that so many people have been chiming in. We appreciate y'all support. Thank you for all of the things that y'all have been supportive of. We appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. And so today we're going to be focused on the journey as usual, but we want to focus in on and talk about an area where so many of us, we grew up going through different things. We have all of this stuff that we have to hold ourselves accountable for as young adults, as adults, like all of the things. And so I just really am grateful for the opportunities people give us, period. But what I'm learning is this generation, even though we all went through our things, they have something that we did not have to deal with. Like the social media outbreak is just crazy. Like so many people feel like they have been victimized. They go through all these different things in different areas. And today we're going to focus in on some of the teens and what they go through. We had the young man, Karmelo Anthony, who was arrested for stabbing the young boy at the track meet. And that is just crazy to me because I myself ran track for years, never seen nothing like that happen on a track meet. What's going on, Mr. Vaza?
Hey, now, it's Jess Talks. How you?
How are you doing?
Oh man, straight from the whatever times I be working, straight to here to you.
I know this right. I was just telling the people that we all be going through different things, especially from adolescents, teenagers, young adults. And so today we're gonna talk about the journey in the view of teenagers, like the things that they go through and our experiences. And we can't say what happened, with the young man, but what we do know is he ended up being arrested for the stabbing. And I had so many different views on that. I had some conversations with some of my old police buddies that I used to be in the force with, as well as just parents, and some of the teens. And everybody had their different perspectives. And so you can do your introduction. I don't want to cut you off on that.
Oh no, it's AGDFEV, man, the host of Busting Us podcast, co-host of Jess Talks on KERB.Online.com. How y'all doing out there and everybody associated with it?
Yes,
Thank you for having me on the platform as we go back and forth doing our thing. You know what I'm talking
for
about?
sure.
And that's what we do.
Thank you, sir. And
And then
so,
we go cheese.
you know
That's
it.
what I like right there. That's cheese right there.
Talking about you just made me so excited, cousin. I just love to see the handsome face.
Yeah, yeah,
No, but but y'all, I know we've been talking about so many different areas about the journey and mental health and all of the aspects of it. But today we just really want to focus in on our teens, on our babies, like the things that they go through and work through. And from your perspective, Mr. Fee, what do you feel like could have went wrong there? Because we've all been athletes. We done all had to go places and do things and be around different counterparts, for different reasons. But how would you handle it? Like we don't even know the details, explicitly. All we know is what they posted and what they showed on the cases. So
well, I feel in order for something like that to happen at times, it has to be some, like we talked about, familiarity.
yes.
Because even if you're not a happy athlete, we still have friends in the stands, partners and everything, people from other schools that come, and basically it's a mixture of everybody know everybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You got
yeah.
your people that know Nimitz, that's Aldine, that's
Yes.
Cashmere, that's Addison. Hey
Yeah.
man, my cousin, man, I saw you at the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in this case, from my personal opinion, I think it was bullying.
Yes.
I think it was just bullying. I ain't gonna even say bullying going wrong. I'm just gonna say it was just bullying.
Yes.
And from what I've heard and seen, it's supposed to be raining, and different things like this. And so when you at a track meet,
Yeah.
and it start raining, everybody clears the stands and either go where the concession stand is, and if you're out on the field or walking around, whomever have a tent,
Yeah.
that's where you go.
That's where you want to be at.
So I think that's where you want to be at, not to get wet. So
Mhm.
I think um, it was innocent on Karmelo part to go under the tent. I think the bullying, I believe it was just bullying with Austin Metcalf and his brother.
Right.
And some of the others that was around. I think it was just bullying that went wrong. And if you have one or two people of color under a tent with people that's not of color,
right,
and it's more than three or four, then yeah, it's a defensive shift.
right,
You know, and then if you got people downgrading you, speaking to you in a different language, cussing you out, saying you're not supposed to be under here, get from under here, or however it went.
Yes.
And then you go from verbalizing that, now you want to try to put your hands on me.
Yeah,
to
for
bring
real.
me out the space, or try to physically move me out the space.
Yeah.
So like we tell our kids and other kids, hey, but they sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
That's it.
Hey, talk all you want to, speak all you want to, but just don't put your hands
Don't
on
put
me.
your hands on me. Right.
So I think it was just verbal bullying that escalated to some physicalness, and the young man really had to, protect himself. I don't know if he had a knife on him. I heard it. It was Austin Metcalf fell on a spike cleat and cut his own self. I just expected that those who was right there and saw everything, that they would tell the truth about
right,
it.
right, of
What
course.
actually went down. Yeah, black and white shouldn't even matter.
Right, for
Color shouldn't
sure.
even matter.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's one of the outside looking in opinions I have.
And so I love that you brought that up because I feel like we are giving too much power to that black and white deal, even though it is a real thing. We all have experienced it in some form or the other. But at the end of the day, it's just all about emotional intelligence, like I always say. And that hurt my heart to hear that because it's a young black man, regardless if he did it to somebody white, black, yellow, Hispanic, whatever the case is. You just get tired of seeing our babies so intelligent, so talented, end up going to prison, going to jail, ended up in juvenile care. Like all of those things are hurtful to me, especially with my background in law enforcement. I love to see my children thrive and doing good. I feel like when I see somebody else kid doing good, that's like my kid being good. You know what I'm saying? I just love the baby. So I hate that. But one thing I agree with for sure is it was a factor of bullying, regardless if he was black, white, or what have you. They didn't want him sitting there. Hey man, this our tent, move around. But like you said, because none of us was there. The lawyers, the DAs, none of them was there. So it's all hearsay in all honesty because we have no real recordings, visual, audio, or what have you. So it's all of what people are saying. And unfortunately, the baby passed, so he can't speak on his own behalf of what took place. But from what I saw and learned about the testimonies that were made, it was young men that were on Carmelo's end, his friends, his teammates, and they were speaking in regards that he did a wrong thing. And people like, well, they lying. So at the end of the day, if they the ones that was there, if they the ones that was watching these things and they felt like that's what they saw, what are we to say? I mean, of course, probably things, adrenaline going, everybody moving fast. They see this, they see that. How many times have you had a fight and you don't even remember who you hit after the fight? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just a real thing. So they moving fast. They doing all these things. They looking at everything from their view. And, it's the truth. It's your view, it's my view, and it's the lie. It's all these sections
Right.
that we have to think about. So what do you
Right.
do?
Because I'm looking at, you got me thinking, because in response to like this happened That's a year ago.
Yes.
Right? And we're just now coming up to this trial and everything. So look at all the false or real information that's been put out there, and then you go and try to pick jurors,
yes,
which is hard.
Yes.
Because it's a year, after it. Now you got things coming out that said the judge and the Metcalf family are friends. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So if it's like that, if the judge really wanted this to go well, he should have recused himself.
That.
And let another judge come in and take that. Then you got Dr. Candace Matthews. She's on the DA head with the filing of his sexual assault case that's going on.
Right.
You know, and other things that's going on. But I think in anything that's going on like that, you should take accountability with yourself and make a decision to say, hey, I know these people personally, or this is what I got going on.
Right.
This is what was pending on me. I need to excuse myself from this.
Yeah.
You have so many people who want to fame and name and be put at the forefront for decisions or be seen and this and that. That's not proper.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's not proper at all. And you think in this age, and we're thinking, no, in this age, you think nobody ain't gonna do no research on you?
Everybody else.
Nobody ain't gonna pull up no Facebook page.
Yep.
Whether it's false narratives or real narratives, everybody's gonna try to pull some type of information.
Whatever they can.
You got pictures. Yeah. Even with the judge, he got pictures with the Metcalf family with drinks in hand and they somewhere, Christmas party, whatever.
Yeah.
And you got to recuse yourself. You got to excuse yourself about if you want this to be fair. The DA pending sexual assault case. Hey man, you got to let somebody else have this case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they were saying that his family, Karmelo family, GoFundMe, I think it was 200 plus thousands. What they do with the money. Did he have a lawyer, or
yeah?
Did he have
court appointed?
What you call them lawyers?
Yeah, the court appointed. Yes.
So we got all this going on.
Yeah. And like at the end of the day, these are people's life, regardless of age. You just hate to see the children, the minors, go through these things. And it's like it makes you feel like where's the protection from the beginning? And so you know me, I'm a Monday night quarterback, everything, my stuff, your stuff. And that to me seems like neglect in the area of coaching whoever was in charge of because kids are gonna be kids. So who's ensuring that those kids are in the right area after the events? Who's in charge of making sure these kids have understand what they supposed to have on them when I have on them? How did they even get into this stadium, into this arena with anything that can harm outside of spikes? Like you said, do we know if it's really spikes or if it's a knife, if it's a box cutter? All of that information, of course, is not going to be privy to us at this moment. Now, as everything unfolds more, because they think this is the end, but this is not the end. This is something that's going to have to continue because this is people life. Them people not finna sit there and let their baby, regardless of what is said that he has done, what he know that he did, it's bad enough that he reacted emotionally and impulsively or reaction because every action is going to have a reaction if we like it or not, if it's positive or negative. Should he have done whatever happened? Who what am I to say? It's a reaction. If somebody is hurting me, putting hands on me, you're going to do whatever comes to your mind first. But that's why it's important to practice things out, like work things through. A lot of times I do role play with my kids. Some stuff helps, some stuff didn't, but it's just giving them tools to work with. We talk about all the time emotional intelligence. It don't make you a bad or good parent or whatever, but are you giving the kids tools to work with when they going through these things? Because we don't know what they're going to encounter when they leave us. There's no way for us to know.
No, it's not. It's actually purely the environment and their decision.
Yes.
Their choice. Uh, I know we've. You make a good choice in a split decision, a split second. You make a bad choice in a split second. You know what I'm saying? So, I think we could get better at teaching our kids. I always told my kids that, hey, you what's on your mind.
Yeah.
You don't know what's on nobody else's mind.
Yes.
Even with us grown-ups, when we out around, we know our mind frame and how we want to move. We don't know how other people moving in their mind frame. We don't know that.
Yeah.
So we have to be nigga, run like you just stole the stereo out my car.
Yeah.
We're gonna be out here waiting on you when y'all walk to the bus. Football, basketball, all that, encountering all this out there.
Yeah.
And then even in the city, encountering, that type of language and everything. So my response, I used to try to flip it into a joke because I know me.
Yeah.
At that time, I was hot headed. If I had time to respond back, I was like, man, yo, hoopty out there ain't worth stealing no JVC radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or from the hardware store, your neighborhood hardware store.
Right.
It ain't gonna bring me no money. You know what I'm saying? They want to call me a nigga or whatever, and I'd be like, all right, parfait.
Ah.
All right, mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying?
Not mayonnaise.
Come on, man. I do this all day long, but the minute that you encounter a foot in me and you in reaching distance and you want to try to touch me, now that's
what we have a problem. Yeah. Yeah.
Joy, talking noise, with people talking shit, saying this, saying that. Hey man, I encountered it in football, basketball, and anything, even on playing with us that look like us.
Yeah. And it's bullying involved in that way too. So yeah.
Right. And then it's at a higher level now. Because there's more factors than when we grew up.
Exactly.
The streaming, the YouTubes, these different apps, these different shows on TV, you know, Twitter fingers clicking.
Man, going all the way in. Yes. Yes.
But keyboard energy and real life energy, that's different.
Yes.
So I used to hear about, never really looked into it. My son, my daughter was getting bullied on their computer. Mm-hmm. That's why they killed themselves.
And
this, that, and the third. And I'm like, anybody, and most of it is robots, bots, or other people who really don't have no humanity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna say no community, no humanity.
Yeah.
But in these type of instances and cases, just like with the presidency of Donald Trump and everything, the real do come out.
Oh yeah, it's gonna always come out.
The real do come out, and people will really let you know, hey, this line is drawn in the sand.
Yeah.
And this is where I really am, even though we've been neighbors, even though we've been talking, even though we've been in some type of communication or whatever.
Yeah.
My mindset real.
And so Cece just asked, she said that's why today's situations pop off so bad. And I agree with that. You sit here and you be chilling, you be having a good time, then boom, somebody going all the way in on you. You bombarded, caught off guard. Like what's really happening? But that's why it's so important for us to be aware of who by us, why they by us, like all the things. And like you said earlier, that was probably very innocent on Carmelo's end, just trying to get out the rain. If that's even just getting out the sun, if it was raining or hot, either one, He just didn't want to be in the midst of the climate. Whatever the climate was doing at the time, he trying to get up out of there. And it's just sad to see something so simple get thrown way off course, and then boom, I'm affected mentally. Like, cause I'm affected emotionally. I'm caught off guard. I don't understand what's the issue with me sitting here. I don't understand what you upset about. And then, like you said, if it's a few of the guys right there, I'm on my defense then, because I'm like, what is happening? Like, I'm not sure what's taking place. I don't know how to respond to this. Do I respond to this at all? So it's just
It's a
sad.
response, but the deal is we see it over and over again where they term the Karens, you know, male Karens, female Karens,
Right.
you know, towards us, of course, right? We see it over and over again. We can be minding our own business,
Yeah.
sitting at the park, having some water, just finished running, let's say, a mile or 2.5 miles. We're trying to gather ourselves. Someone that's not of our color
Yeah.
will come and say, hey, you know, you ain't supposed to be resting right here. This is a public park.
Right.
What you mean I ain't supposed to be? Which shows though you need to go get you some business.
Right.
You know, like they got the IG page and the TikTok page and all these other pages. Leave black folks alone. That's what it comes down to.
That's what it boils
Leave
down
people
to.
of color alone. If nobody, because this is what people don't know actually in our households, how we grew up. If ain't nobody messing with you, you
Don't
don't
mess
mess
with
with nobody.
them. That's it. Mind your own
That's a
business.
you know,
The golden
so
rule is
we
mind your
and
business.
man, because what I know sisters and brothers. I'm the only child,
Yeah.
but the cousins, you know, everything. Leave your cousin alone.
Mm-hmm.
Leave that baby alone. That baby ain't doing nothing. You quit meddling. Quit meddling that baby.
Right.
You know, meddling is equal to bullying.
It is. That's what it is. Basically, that's what it is. You have no real reason to be communicating with this person, especially in the manner that you're communicating with.
Right. And you know, because this social media thing, man, is if you not or have not learned discipline, let's say over the last 5, 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
or 15 years that this thing that popped off,
Right.
put the scroll down, put the phone down,
Mm-hmm.
detach. You know what I'm saying? Detach for a little
What
bit.
say? Stop internet gangstering.
Yeah, start internet gangster, man, because this social media platform has really brought the world to everybody doorsteps, and everybody have an opinion. Everybody got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on here saying, "Look at me." Everybody on here saying, "What you doing?" You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, here you ass out, titties out, vaginas out,
Mm-hmm.
you know, dinglings out, the tongues out. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What's on here?
It's like it's no boundaries either, because the same stuff that you see and I see, I don't need Ryan Senior. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's some things I would rather not see my children looking at. Like it's some stuff you listen to them and okay, what's up, Silky Slim? That's our boy. He tapping in. Mr. X, Mr. X.
You know what I'm saying? Manhood. You know what I'm saying? But all this is out here, and the consumption level is not which is not being managed properly.
Right. Yeah.
You know, we've been with anything else, we're being over consumed.
Yeah.
It's overconsumption. It's gluttony. You see what I'm saying? It's we on the social media gluttony. We can't get enough of it. Can't put your phone down, sleep with your phone.
Yeah.
Got your phone taking a piss. relieving yourself in the shower.
Yeah.
Phone at work, phone in the car, driving, scrolling.
Come on. Look.
Man.
X say it's too accessible. All the stuff is too accessible, for sure. It's too accessible. I agree.
Everything's too accessible. Yeah, I agree with that, Silk, because it's not managed. We cannot manage ourselves properly,
right,
with this social media. Period.
No, it's hard to.
You can ask her, how long can you set your phone down?
Come on.
Not come back to it.
Right.
Your phone
and I ain't gonna lie, not just the kids, us too, because it's a habit. You wake up and go to sleep with them things. Shoot.
Yeah, and I just think it's an overload when you sleep with women. I see a lot of women got the phone in their bras and
right,
this, that, and sleeping with it. Even though your whole life is on this phone, our whole life is incorporated on this. And they say, the phone tells the real person.
Right.
Like I say, it all goes. It's just all coincide with the Karmelo case, all the murders that happened on the black folks. Nobody talking about Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland.
Yes, yes.
Tamir Rice. All these killings by non-people of color.
And if and I don't like that keeps happening, because it paints a picture of we can't be in unity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry for cutting you off, babe, but it's just when you said that way, it just made me think about that. Real quick, I had a stabbing happen when I was working in the ISD police department that I was at. I be trying not to put their name out there like that, but it was a stabbing at one of the biggest high schools, main high schools. They called it the district's baby. It was one of the first high schools of the district, etc. And so a young black boy and a Hispanic boy had a fight. It was a whole thing. And so the black boy like, cool, I beat you up, keeping it moving. So the next day, the Hispanic gentleman asked the black dude to meet him somewhere. And this is one of the schools that I hated patrolling because it had so many cubby holes, so many places the kids could hide at. And so they went into one of those areas early in the morning. I'm talking about 6:15. I'll never forget, between 6 and 6:15 in the morning. And the black boy thinking they just about to have another one on run, another round. And the Hispanic boy stabbed him. And I'm talking about, yeah. And so that's what this remind me of. Yeah.
But see, that's I would say overkill. Just like a cop that'll shoot an on man 42 to 50 to 60 to 70 times. It's overkill.
Yeah.
Take your lick. And like me, anybody asks me to meet them somewhere, to fight or whatever I was doing, it was always in public. I'm not, minus the hustling and, this, that, and the third, but he was still trying to be in public.
Yeah.
Our sensitivity,
yeah,
is crap.
No, for sure.
Our feelings, emotions, everything is crap now.
Yeah.
People are too heightened. Oh, you don't need to do that. You don't need to say. And like say, it said it is systematic.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to you, Silky Slim. You say you hosted an event today. We're gonna get to that.
Oh, I know that's right. I just saw that.
Yeah. We are thrown down so much. Right? I said it before on the platform. I think about a week ago or some weeks ago or some episodes. Take a baby. That don't know no right from wrong, that don't have no fear, that don't know. They're going to be all over the place.
Come on, ready.
They're going to be clamped. They're going to be knocking stuff out. You might come out the room looking for your baby. He walking on the wall like Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And the first thing we say is, Get down from there.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to be doing that.
Come on.
So over the years, you know, thumb down. Instead of teaching them like you might be a super day,
right,
and encouraging the safety of that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Instead, sit your butt down. You know you ain't but you know they, but I want to do this, I want to do that. Instead of a parent sitting their kids down and saying, hey, you want to be a dirt biker, or you want to be a skater, you want to be a football player, all these things. Let's talk about the proper way to be these things.
Right. Yeah.
And the energy that it takes to do these, and the money that it takes to do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sports, we know is violent. We know this. We can look at the NBA Finals right now and see how the New York people are reacting to the Texas Spurs people, or even having a jersey on.
Right.
And you corner this guy with his Spurs jersey and you just touch him and start ripping it. Man, I said, boy, if that I'm telling you for real.
That would have been totally different. Right. It would have went left. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you ripping my jersey and you putting your hands and you pushing on me. I don't care how many people out there.
Yeah.
You're not going to bully me like that. That brings it, we ties that into the Karmelo. You see what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
One guy, two guys out there, and you got a crowd of people that's turning on them because of a sports team or a sports jersey or what I have on.
Yeah.
You know how many I wear Rockets, I wear Texans, Astros, all that represents H-Town, right?
Yeah.
You meet people. Oh, that's your team. I live in Texas, but I like the Yankees.
Yeah.
I live in Texas, but my team is Boston Celtics.
And I mean that's the thing. I ain't gonna lie, because God knows, RP Kobe, when Kobe was alive, baby, and still in the NBA, baby. It was my team because I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. It wasn't just because I like the Lakers. I just loved Kobe Bryant. So it was just one of those things. Like I probably couldn't tell you that much of nobody else on the team but him. So so I get it, and I'm one of them ones. But I love all of my teams, baby. The soccer, the baseball, the basketball, all the things. I'm gonna support us fully. And so, but X was saying that he was a part of an event today, but his thing was just being in the moment. He was relating it to social media, how everybody just want to be, doing the reels, doing the captions real quick, all of those things, trying to be seen. But we have to be in the moment more. And I think that goes back to with the kids for sure, with the social media. They be so excited. They are is a reel or a short or what, a story. After that, they gonna leave the event. They ain't even doing nothing else. They didn't even really enjoy the event because they so busy trying to show people they was at the event.
Right. And see, that's the whole thing of social media. Like Silk, I can relate to Silk because you got on you went to college. You repping your college, right? But you have a rival or people that don't know, oh, you just win at the win. Now, man, I went to this school. I'm supporting my school. This is a school that money came out the pocket.
Right.
Education came from, experiences came from. So you said I can't rep nothing, but you got on this.
Exactly.
On
yes.
You see what I'm saying? It's I call it brand bashing.
You
know what I'm saying? We gotta be brand bashing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I got my outfit out of Walmart and you got yours out of TJ Maxx.
Come on. It ain't no difference because the same stuff that's there I can get anywhere. So you excited because you went to the store, baby. I'm gonna go get the discount every time. So I ain't got the energy. Shoot.
You know what I'm saying? I got this from TJ Maxx. Oh, I went to Ross.
Did.
I went to Burlington.
So, baby, I done went to Diddy's. So, but what's going on? Look, this off topic, but I found a rumple one time at Family Dollar. And you know, people always ask me about that rumple. And then I got it from Family Dollar. It was one of them quick buys. I was somewhere and need to change clothes real quick. But like Silk said, he said, man, people are so busy trying to be the purpose that they not living, you know, in that moment. And I just love that because I want to say it the right way. You know, I hate to mess up people how they said it. He said, we lose focus on the purpose, trying to be the purpose. There, that's the way he said it.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Because you got to look at it. So let's dial back, right? Let's dial back to how much in the moment we was as kids with the Polaroid.
oh man, man, don't even, baby. I'ma pull it out every time. You know, when we celebrated my birthday, baby, I'm gonna have that Polaroid on me, baby, because I want to print mine out right then and there. Okay, microwave me, please. I want it instantly.
Let's drop this off at Walgreens. Let's drop this off over here at Eckers.
Look, Cece say clothes don't make the man make the clothes. Man, my daddy say that all the time. Shout out to Jimmy Glover. Love you, daddy. He say that every time. Talking about I make this look good.
Man, let me go to this corner store get a $3.99. Well, they $10.99 now.
Everything is so high.
And a hat and everything. What's the difference? No difference. You know, but yeah, them Polaroids or snapping them and hitting them hoes like this.
Right.
Taking it to Walgreens or Eckers and dropping off your film and you can't wait.
Look, but I'm not gonna lie though. It's something about that these kids will never understand. Talking, yeah, man, I'm gonna pick up these pictures tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the anticipation, it's the excitement, it's the remembering that, man, look at this, we did this. But not that in the moment has not been rewarding, of course, because that's how we're able to do this. Thank God. Shout out to all the social medias. Thank y'all for the things. But at the end of the day, it was a rush knowing that you had to wait to see it. You know what I'm saying? That's just like they say it's good to give each other space in your relationships because you want to miss one another. That I feel like that's kind of along the same little window. But it's most definitely just a journey. See, for sure, it was the journey. We was able to get excited about those things. Look, what do you say, Sips, about but knowing if the picture was in focus? If I you ain't lying. Talk about you take that picture too quick. You don't know. You don't know until after you print that thing out. That's funny. I, look, I completely forgot about that. I know I used to when they came in like 25 or 30, I had at least 5 that was out of focus. So I'm like, hey, so you be thinking you cute too.
We talk about the red eyes.
Man.
It was focused on that journey and that moment.
Right. Yeah.
Like, damn, they didn't capture this, they didn't capture that. And then being introduced to the camcorder.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
VHS and beta tape. See, a lot of people don't know about that beta, man. They don't know about
Come on. Come on here.
It's motherfucking big.
Look, you thought you was really doing something. You had that going on. No, for sure.
You know, so it's just, you know, to wrap everything up, you know, with the Karmelo case, like so many cases with us, it's sad but educational.
Yeah.
It has what I actually like about it. It has people conversate.
Yeah.
You know, of difference of opinion. The journey and what we've been on. Has intangibles of the same deal. Has people talking and have you conversating and thinking. You know, in the moments. Social media, same thing. You know, opinions and facts and narratives and all this come together and let's just see what the real is.
Yeah.
You know.
No, but I most definitely appreciate y'all all for chiming in seriously, because when I tell you that the journey has been real on my end for sure, it's been some months. Okay, it's been some months that I just been feeling like I don't know what's gonna happen. But I thank God for the journey. I was listening to one of the podcasts that I chime into with Eric Thomas and CJ, and they are always spreading some good news. But one of the things they talked about is being appreciative of the things you go through on the journey. Not that stuff that, oh man, I'm happy about this. The stuff that you didn't like, the stuff that bothered you to the end of time. Like with that stuff, you got to be appreciative of that stuff, because that builds your character. That builds your character. And I feel like a lot of teams, especially dealing with that situation with Carmelo, they're in that moment, but they're not in that moment fully. They're in that moment emotionally. They're in that moment thinking about all the things, people teasing me, people this, people that. And when you're an athlete, you don't want to feel like nobody is bullying you or nobody feel like they're getting the better of you, because you're competitive. And so I feel like with that competitive mindset, no, you good.
Athletes do bully other, you know, we athletes do get bullied, saying with also so because how many times the football team went against the basketball team?
Come on.
How many times does the girl volleyball team go against the girls track team?
Yeah.
How many times does the soccer team, talking about the baseball team? Or the soccer team talking about that ain't real football over there. That
Come on.
ain't nothing. You need this ball, right? You see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
bullying and mentally, I ain't mean to get on this side.
No, you good.
It crosses over. It's all a crossover. You know, the dance team, beefing with the section 2 of the dance team. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and choirs. I didn't know choirs beef. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it go down.
The instrumentals, the saxophone player beefing with another saxophone player, beefing with a drummer player. You see what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
So we got all this meddling and all this beefing through sports, and not only through sports, it's through social media. Not only through social media, it's in households.
Yeah.
Not only in households, it's at work. Not only at work, I'm beefing with you over there. You can't even fix a plain hamburger or beef, bread, and cheese. I didn't ask for no ketchup. I didn't ask for no pickles.
What is this?
No mustard. I asked for a plain burger.
Right.
Beef, bread, and cheese. Was you listening to me?
Not listening at all.
And this is your job.
This is your job. That's what they paying you to do.
I was the burger flipper at one time. I was the one had to listen to the instructions and say, hey man, this person want a veggie burger. Oh, they don't want no meat on it. They want everything.
Right. Yeah.
Hey man, this person just want bread, mayonnaise, the meat, and that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Special wrap. You see what I'm saying? So we just have to listen more, but not listening with judgment. Not responding with judgment. Is not responding with already formulated opinions or already formulated givebacks.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We really need to bring in the essence of back of community and humanity and everything that we doing.
No, for sure.
If I got to drop this for the Bible readers or those who say they study scripture, we're at the end of time.
Yeah. For sure.
You see what I'm saying? Daniel had a vision. Daniel had a vision in Revelation, and due to the language, Daniel said they created a statue to put forth the mark of the beast.
Come on.
Well, back then, nobody didn't know nothing about robots back then. So now, fast forward to here, and we in Revelations with all this going on, a robot is gonna announce, or I might be wrong, I might be right, I don't know, but a robot is gonna announce to the people to accept the mark of the beast.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So, if for all our studiers of the Bible, of Scripture, and not just the 66 books, and there's other books to incorporate to get the full scope of everything.
Right.
The lives of those. Let's read and be proficient. Let's actually study and know what we got ourselves into.
Yeah, because what they say, and all you're getting, get an understanding.
Right. You got to get an understanding. Because what they say about gateway, or marijuana is a gateway drug to, or porn is a gateway to, or this is a gateway to, this is a gateway. Social media has broadened the gateway.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like I say, now we can be at each other's doorsteps. Why are we talking about the Karmelo case?
No, seriously. It's
If we were still in newspapers and magazines, this case would have took so much longer to get to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? News channels and everything, unless you had a what they used to call a beat writer.
Yeah.
That beat writer used to be on the beat, meaning he used to be in the streets, getting what the information he needed to get and talk to the people he needed to get the story correct.
Right, in real time.
Yeah, in real time. So you got to forgive me because I just went on a tangent.
You ain't. It's hey. It's all good. No.
Segues and everything, it all incorporate. You right, Silk. Silk was right on the show that I don't think access to everything is healthy.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's
yeah. Look at the discipline.
mm-hmm.
Look at the discipline that we grew up under. Don't go in that room. Don't touch this. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm. Real boundaries.
It was for
yeah.
Real boundaries. Social media made it there. It's no boundaries.
Yep, it's wide open.
It's no boundaries on it. It's wide open, man. Just wide open. So that's how I'm saying. How could you pick these jurors when this happened over a year ago with Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf?
Yeah.
You have people who've been hearing it, seeing it. You see what I'm saying? So how can I make a sound judgment now? I can make a sound judgment. Bring me facts.
Yeah.
Bring me facts. I need to see facts to make a decision if I'm a juror. Oh, you gave this young man 35 years?
Seriously. Yeah.
With a DA that has a sexual abuse case pending against him, with a judge who's incorporated with the Metcalf family.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on. And that's the thing, like we so quick to judge somebody, and literally they're in place to judge people, but at the same time, how can you judge me and you have all look that your porch ain't clean? You want to tell me to sweep my porch, and you ain't did nothing to yours. You ain't even tried.
But Yeshua say, how you gonna judge me when you got the plank in your eye and telling me about the plank in my eye?
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? That brings me to this. I'm gonna drop. I said it before, right? Had a partner. We rolling every day. I think we roll every day, damn near for about 2-3 years. Mm-hmm. This is my partner. I'm thinking, or I say I know, right? Come to find out, he been going behind my back, telling this female this and this female that, or what I'm doing. Right? Yeah. So shout out to Keno, because I spoke on this on his interview.
Okay. Shout out Keno.
If you know what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and how I'm moving, Where are you at?
Yeah. Yep.
We running together.
Yeah.
So you telling on me, but not telling on yourself.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh man, I put it out there.
look, real quick, we got a
Yes.
question. Silk say, how many times are you to forgive?
Scripture, Yeshua say 70 times 7. Now, I don't know if that's daily.
Right.
I don't know if that's eternal.
Over time.
That's something to study. Yeah, over time, that's something to actually study. That's something to actually get in the scripture and study about forgiveness or forgiving people.
Yeah.
Because uh, remember the saying, I forgive, but I don't forget.
I don't forget. I
But
remember what
that's
you
really,
did.
yeah, that's real too, because Yeshua, he forgives, but on day of judgment, does he forgets?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Come on.
you feel what I'm
Mind
saying?
blowing. Look, Silk say, get in the word. That's a lot. It is a lot. For sure. It's a lot. And Cece said, look, she said, we are in a full wooden eyed season. Oh, wooden eyed?
Yeah, I like
Ooh,
that. Yeah, what did I?
ooh.
That plank in your eye. We've been in that for seasons. Let me add an S to that. Season 1, episode 2.
So my look, we done carried on into about 3 seasons after. God dog, for real.
We in season 14 right now. Episode 12.
Come
Goddamn.
on. Like, come on. Quit playing.
But but yeah, that's the whole deal. Is I may not make it into heaven or heaven gates because of some unforgiveness.
Yeah.
Because Yeshua, Yahweh judges our heart
Yeah.
and our mind and our emotions, right? Most of us may not. Most of us may.
Yeah.
So it says, to sum it up, it says in Scripture that how can you say you love the Lord
Come on.
and you don't love the person
That you see every day.
how can you say yeah, that you see every day, but you haven't seen me and you say you love me?
Yeah.
How deep is that? How deep if it was here was Yeshua to tell the disciples, blessed are y'all right now who see me and talk to me, but the people that's going to be more blessed and believe that have not seen me and have not talked to me.
Come on.
They're going to be more blessed than you seeing me and talking to me. Let me get off the soapbox.
No, well,
KERB.Live.
come on. But that's just like having faith, but I don't believe that it can happen for me, but I believe it happen for you. How that sound? Do I really have faith? Cause it's I'm supposed to have
No, you
faith.
don't.
Is right. It's supposed to be the size of a mustard seed, regardless if it's for you, if it's for me, if it's for my kids, your kids. We supposed to be on the same page. And the moment that we not, that's when we showing that we really don't believe. And it happens. You know, you get sad, you get. I hate to say depressed. I try not to give that word so much power, but you get in that mental mind state where you go into that dark place. I call it a dark place because I'm gonna get out of it. So I'm not gonna claim depression. Depression means it's gonna carry on. I'm not gonna allow it to carry on. I'm gonna acknowledge that I don't like what's happening. I'm gonna acknowledge that I need something to change. And I'm gonna process those emotions because we got to. We can't act like it didn't happen because it happened. So let me see what I could do better. And I tell people I'm a monster once I process it. Don't That's the worst thing you could do is let me break that thing down. Once I break that thing down and I can tell you this, that, and the other, why I was wrong, how I did it wrong. So you can't bash me. Baby, I can bash myself to the end. You cannot bash me the way I can bash me. I guarantee you. So, shoot.
Yeah, that's the whole deal. I see our time coming down, but
Yes,
the journey, the Carmelo Anthony case, it was so much to touch on, with the
yes,
parents and this, that, and the third going on. But this is just from Jess Talks,
come on.
and this, the journey of that and all the other different segues we've been in. So do your thing, baby. Big baby.
Come on, big baby. So I'm gonna say this. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all as always. Remember, love on those that love on you. Whoever don't, keep them in your prayers because there's nothing you can do about it. It's Jess and Jess Talks. And this was episode 77. We're talking about teens, their mental health, and what we can improve and what we can do to help them. That's what we need to know. What can we do to help them? Because at the end of the day, they need resources and they need tools to use. Yes, episode 77.
It should be episode 7. I think to help the teens, I'll say this real quick. We need an old fashioned community sit down.
Come on.
We don't need to go back and forth online or back and forth on the internet. We need to gather in and have a sit down, a face to face sit down, so we can see raw, real emotions and really understand and listen. Not just hear, but listen to what our teens are going through.
Yes, for sure.
And what we're going through to try to raise them and speak for them.
Come on. Because when they go through something, we go through it with them. So, of course. But thank you for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and what people don't understand too, as parents too, our emotions and our mindsets filter down.
Yeah.
To our kids in the household and whatever we going through, or they think we going through, or see we going through, or however that is. But hey, I'm just AGDFEV, man, the Busted Nuts podcast, co-hosted with Jess Talks.
Come on.
On KERB.Online. Thank you.
Look, and so look, we got one question for you. Have you busted?
Have you busted your nut
Lately? And then there could be a broader things. It's a broader things. We're not keeping on just that one little thing that y'all thinking about nasties. All right. So remember, y'all, when you look good, you feel good. Right. Come on. I'm not gonna do this with you. Look, y'all. Look, we will see y'all on next Saturday for episode 78. And we will continue and do our part two. So chime in. Let us know how we helped y'all, what we can talk about more. And we want to help our children for sure, especially the teens as they work into their adulthood. So we love y'all. Be blessed. It's Jess and Jess Talks, and it's episode 77.
Hey, we want everybody to grow and keep nobody low.
Amen. Okay, YouTube. I'm gonna see y'all next time. I love y'all. Be blessed. And remember, love on those that love on you. Whoever don't, keep me in prayers because nothing you do about it. It's Jess and Jess Talks. And this was episode 77. Remember, when y'all look good, you feel good. Mwah.